Gentlemen, welcome back to Game 3 between Geek Fam and Mineski. This is going to be the decider for the Galaxy Battle SEA Qualifier Semifinals. I am Luminous, joined by Tsunami. Both of these teams are fighting for a shot to take on Fnatic, who is currently waiting in the Grand Finals. Will we get a Mineski Fnatic rematch? Or will we get a big upset? Let's find out.
On this episode of Southeast Asia Dota, I would be more than happy to see a fourth team enter the meta of, you know, the triangle of power in Southeast Asia. So, you know, I'm more than happy to see an upset.
Okay. It's possible. The draft has a lot to do with it, I feel like.
You're not wrong.
Of course I'm not wrong. When I'm right, I'm right.
Yo, what's up with this, sweet, is this some kind of, like, drum anime?
What's drum anime?
Sakamichi no Apollon?
Oh, it's a coming-of-age romance story, but has a heavy music element to it.
Oh.
Do you know Cowboy? Do you know
like
Cowboy Bebop?
Haikyuu? Yeah, I know Cowboy Bebop.
The
knows Cowboy Bebop.
The woman that did the soundtrack for Cowboy Bebop did the music for this.
Oh yeah, Yoko something?
Yoko
Kanno?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like all jazzy and all stuff. Like the story is decent, but the music, the soundtrack is amazing.
Okay.
Dude, I wish there was a weeb caster out there that's not me. So like just cast with them and just like talk anime for the whole show.
Weeb out?
Just weeb out. But classy weeb out, you know? Like the conversation we just had.
Like discuss the Prohibition era values of Bakano.
Yeah, we don't talk about like Bleach and Naruto. That's just
no, that's pleb stuff.
Yeah, that's like watching Tier 3 Dota, Naruto and Bleach.
Got him.
All right, what's happening?
This isn't that. This is Tier 1 Dota. It's
Maybe.
like Tier 1.5 Dota.
Maybe. Maybe.
The game has not gone past 40 minutes yet, so
I like that.
Maybe that's
patch.
the true definition.
The games are getting shorter, right? With the refresher shard and stuff.
Well, I feel like everyone always says that every single patch, and then I don't really see I would actually love to see like if Dota Buff could pull all of their statistics and give like average game length of each patch. I would love to see that, because I know it always feels like during the first few weeks of a patch, everyone's like, wow, it's so much faster. But that's because people don't know what's going on. And so whenever a team starts winning, they'll start snowballing because everyone's like, what? I didn't know that Pangolier like can bounce off of walls. And then you just keep losing, and then you're like, man, this patch sucks. All the games end in 30 minutes and I can't stun a magic immune enemy. So I don't really know if that holds water.
Well, I do think that this patch, well, the last couple of patches added a couple things, right? For example, this one you get, I think, double siege units faster. And that definitely has an impact on game length. I think a couple of patches back, you got double runes at 40. That matters. I think the refresher shard matters as well. So, like, I think this might just be like
shard.
Sure.
Backpack.
I think this might be just like us remembering what we're choosing to remember, but I don't really recall games going over 60 minutes anymore these days. But it could just be the whole teams are snowballing when they're winning.
I mean, Perfect World last Game 3 finals or whatever went for like 60 or 70 something minutes, I think.
Yeah, but that's like a rarity, I think.
Is it? I'm skeptical. I do love Refresher Shard though. I think it was a brilliant addition to the game. And the fact that it's like air quotes balanced, especially when you got a hero like Shadow Shaman who can drop down 2 sets of wards. It definitely keeps the game engaging, in my opinion.
Yeah, actually, speaking of Shadow Shaman, I casted a lot of mouse sports. They went all the way to the grand finals of WESG Europe, and they kept running Shadow Shaman Lycan combination. And what inevitably ended up happening is, you know, Lycan's so good at taking out Outer Towers and Roche that they just got to Roche number 3. Shaman got an axe, and then they just walk uphill and just like, yep, double wards. I was like, ah, that's pretty sweet.
That is pretty clever. Lycan isn't banned. Geek Fam do love to push early. So why else would you pick a Shaman?
I think Shaman's really good at pressuring offlaners in general, because you basically say, look, you can't 1v2 our lane, right? You just lose against Shaman. And I think it's always a good start in the draft to pressure Ice 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 a little bit. He's, I think, by far Mineski's best player.
Yeah. And I remember in game 1 I was saying that he wasn't allowed to do Ice 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 things, and that definitely contributed majorly, in my opinion, to the fact that they weren't able to, you know, recover after that failed laning phase. But in game 2, he was basically left alone completely.
He went off. Yeah, he went off doing Ice 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 things.
Exactly.
So, okay, so we've been talking about the tempo of the game 1 and game 2 a lot, right? And if you look at Geek Fam's lineup, and also I guess Mineski's lineup, both teams could actually fight really early. My major concern with the Geek Fam lineup is that it feels like they have issue with damage if they fall behind. Can you see that happening? Like, Razor and Puck aren't necessarily high damage dealers. Especially Razor, right? If you don't have enough farm on the hero. Puck, of course, could help out with the Veil, but I definitely see if Mineski goes super tanky, Geek Fam would have some issue with damage department.
Yeah, especially because, again, Wyvern always provides such a underestimated amount of sustain. Like, it's not... Cold Embrace is not a traditional heal, but, like, you know, Razor's static link is going to be completely useless against a Cold Embrace target. Shadow Shaman, Serpent Wars are going to be completely useless against a Cold Embrace target. And so, not only are you lacking in damage just based off of the 4 heroes on the playing field for Geek Fam, but you don't have sustained magic damage to keep up against these Cold Embrace.
Oh.
So, now, you're going to have even less physical damage with Atrophy Aura.
Speaking of tanking up, dude. Let's
Speaking
go.
of an Ice 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 hero, I love Ice 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 Underlord.
Does he also get Helm of the Dominator on this guy?
If the game calls for it, he'll definitely go for it, because
I mean,
Underlord is Aura Whore.
What game calls for Helm of the Dominator?
People have slept on the HP regen. It was just everyone's like, okay, Helm is a core-only item, and especially when it was really good, it was like, it's still just a core-only item, but 8 HP regen per second is a lot for your, you know, any pushes, and especially because all your creeps are benefiting from it also. It's not just heroes.
Alright, I feel like Geek Fam needs a big HP big damage dealer. Is it time for the Mushi Medusa?
10 seconds remaining.
I mean, you were talking about how Geek Fam needs damage. I feel like they need a big damage
Sorry,
dealer also.
Yeah, no, I was actually calling Medusa for the last pick for Radiant, and I just brain farted. I feel like Medusa would fit their lineup quite nicely.
I think they need magic damage.
Yeah, Mystic Snake. That's some magic damage.
Get an Aghanim Scepter, pure damage? No, I don't think that's going to be enough. I don't really know Geek Fam's, like, pool.
Yeah, hero pool. I haven't seen Geek Fam play too much this season, so...
Yeah. Let's see. Let me peek through real quick, because I want, like, a... If Leshrac wasn't garbage, then a hero like Leshrac would be good. Tiny is banned, but they picked that a lot. Mirana... Oh, Medusa's banned, by the way. Mirana, I would be okay with a Mirana.
Dire team pick.
I would be okay with a Queen of Pain.
Ooh, Drow Ranger would have been D-pick. Good ban on Mineski.
Drow Ranger would have been pretty good.
Alright. This is a really solid lineup for Mineski. I like it a lot.
This is actually the first time that I've actually given like a solid edge to a team, and Mineski definitely has a much better draft right now. As a Geek Fam, just like blow my mind with something. Like a Core Silencer.
Core Silencer. What about Core Shaman? You remember those days? Mid Shaman?
Yeah.
5 seconds
Get
remaining.
quick
And some people were saying whenever Refresher Shard came out, they're like, oh man, Core Shaman's totally going to become a thing again.
No.
And then they're like, wait, you can just give the support Shaman
Yeah,
the
exactly.
third Refresher Orb.
Yeah.
Oh, Viper. I think Viper would be pretty good for Geek Fam.
For what? Like, what's it good for? I mean,
It's a solid damage dealer that deals damage with magic, and doesn't really care too much about Atrophy Aura. Doesn't care too much about Cold Embrace.
is Viper
Can
better or
push.
Lena better?
Lena is not picked anymore. Lena is not a hero.
Well, I mean, once you pick it here, it will be a hero.
Oh my god, you just blew my mind.
It checks all the boxes that you're listing, right? Like,
Ember Spirit would be okay.
ooh, okay,
Okay,
Choose your hero.
I'm okay with that too.
yeah. Do you think this is gonna be Exor? It has to be Exor, I think.
It has to be Exort.
It feels like it needs to pull some weight when it comes to the damage department.
Yeah. And plus, up against a DP mid, you can't afford to not have points in... Or you can't afford to not have right-click damage against a DP. Because otherwise you're not going to get, like, any CS in lane. Okay, but I still like Mineski's draft more. The Invoker is a good salvage pick. I don't think that this was their first choice. I would have thought that a 5th pick Drow would have been pretty solid, even though it is more physical damage. It's also more early push, and time again we've seen this series that early push wins games, but Invoker's a good middle ground.
Remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
The last pick, Gyro, I wonder if it's gonna have a lot of success in terms of shutting down the puck. Because Phase is just so good against the homing missile. I'm just wondering if they could have picked a similar hero that would have just had a better lane matchup. But I think overall, I'm happy with Mineski's draft. But like you said, I think this draft is more even than the other two games for sure.
Yeah. I think Gyro is it's a good compromise hero, because most of the heroes that are, you know, kind of that hybrid between lane dominator and hard carry is such a difficult line to toe, because, like, you know, Spectre is basically like garbage lane presence but amazing late game carry. Medusa, terrible lane presence but amazing late game carry. And like Gyrocopter kind of eases up on the late game carry potential, and you get like a lot more early game carry potential out of it.
I think Medusa in particular, her lane presence has been getting better. I think that's why she's actually being selected so much, especially in the mid lane. You know that ramp got narrower,
Yeah.
and it just
And
makes
so Snake can
hits.
bounce.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's actually
That's
like
true.
It's actually quite a big thing for Medusa mids.
And we did see in game 1 that the dual lane Wyvern Medusa was actually doing quite well against that Faceless Void, Shadow Demon, and Elder Titan combination. So
Alright.
maybe, yeah, I may have been going a little bit too aggressive by saying garbage lane presence, but not as good as a Gyro.
Game 3, everything's on the line. Winner moves on for the Galaxy C qualifiers to fight against Fnatic.
This is a major qualifier.
30 seconds to
Alright.
A lot of points. 16 teams.
Mineski is the only SCA team that has won a tournament for the SCA region. Is that correct?
Yeah, you see that point breakdown? That is correct. You see that point breakdown by region that was posted on Reddit?
No. SCA
Yeah,
is
it
probably the
shows, like-
lowest, right?
begins.
It's well, South
Oh,
America is the
That
lowest,
doesn't count.
and I think North America is lower than South America. I mean, North America's lower than Southeast Asia also still,
I see.
because Mineski got first at was it Bucharest?
That
I don't
sounds
remember what it
correct.
was.
That sounds
I
correct.
think it was Bucharest. I don't remember. Usually I would do my.
And they
homework
also got
before something like
second
this.
in the land before that.
Yeah,
the Star
and then
Ladder.
they got second at something else. Yeah, and so as a result, Southeast Asia, like you said, is basically all entirely composed of Mineski points.
Yeah. Just wait till you see my boy Jackie Mao get carried by Abed.
Well, it's been working in qualifiers.
Yep.
Maybe it'll work in this grand qualifier, grand final qualifier.
Jackie Mao's a land player, guys. Don't doubt. Haven't had his opportunity yet.
Well, Fnatic did go to a few lands. Not ones that they qualified for, but they still went to a few lands.
Damn.
Shall we talk about these lanes?
Sure. You pick a lane that you want to.
Invoker on the mid lane. Null Tally, going Exort, needs the Exort, but still on the struggle bus, as he has 3 last hits and 0 denies compared to the 8 last hits and 4 denies of the Death Prophet, so, you know, it's not too surprising.
The lane
That's
will
the
get
life
better.
of an Invoker. It'll get better, exactly. Especially if you can get some Sunstrike kills, which is not going to be easy, once if Razor can get a lot of static link damage off of this Underlord.
Oh, they have Shackle as well. This could be a kill. 56 damage. Yeah, that's it.
Done.
Kind of careless of Ice. I think he was expecting a lot more out of Yaps, but that was the level 2 why I'm gonna do.
Yeah, and he may not have been expecting level 2 on Shaman. He may have taken Aftershock at 1 and didn't think that Shaman had hit 2 for the Shackle yet.
Lucky regen.
And another link. Man, Ice is just pure aggression.
Alright, bottom lane. We got a nice Stalker Puck combination versus Spear Breaker and Gyro. It seems like nothing's gonna happen in this lane. Except one.
I'm curious how Mushi will skill up. I've actually been seeing a lot of popularity and putting a lot of points in Homing Missile, but like you said, it's terrible against a Puck. But the thing is, Rocket Barrage is also pretty bad. It's now Ninja Boogie charging his way out, and he's gonna survive.
You're sounding a little Mr. Destructoid over there.
Oh really? Am I?
It's cutting in a little bit. It's fine.
Maybe be able to fix that. Well, I'm not stopping you from talking in the meanwhile,
Oh,
am I?
I'm just spending all my energy observing.
Well, it's intense.
Yeah, it
And
is.
then you can watch jabs fly over these trees.
It's a full-time job.
That's what Weapus and Scriff tell me.
Yep. They tell you so they could keep their job. It's actually easy as hell, Kappa. No, it's actually there's a science to it. There's a science to it.
I liken observing to like driving, because like it's kind of difficult to tell the difference between a good driver and a great driver, as now Static Link into Sunstrike. Radiant does not connect, but it doesn't matter, they're gonna kill Ice in the top lane anyway. So like most people can't tell the difference between a good driver and a great driver, only people who like maybe like, you know, spend a lot of time in cars, but you can very quickly tell the difference between a bad driver and a good driver.
True
And
that.
so that's why I think observing is, because like average observing isn't ever really noticed, and great observing is only noticed by a few people, but bad observing, like everyone immediately is like, what the hell is going on in this game? Is Lumi watching this game or something?
I mean, I haven't missed a single kill right now, so don't hate.
Right now, way to jinx yourself. It's now mid lane. I mean, not mid lane. Go to the top lane. Something's happening on the top lane. Don't look at the mid lane. It's not like Death Prophet got ganked by 3 heroes.
It's fine. So speaking of bad driving, right? Taxi drivers in Hong Kong. Alright, so I got into the airport today, took a taxi home. The guy,
Is there no Uber in China or Hong Kong? Charge mid
the taxi union make like Uber super inconvenient and difficult in Hong Kong. Because we have such a big taxi economy here. Anyways, the guy, it's a 15-minute drive from the airport to my home, and then he just goes on the phone the whole time, right? Which already irks me. But, you know, it's Hong Kong.
What, you like talking to your cab drivers?
No, he's talking
Lanes
on
are
the
swapped, by
phone
the way.
because that's not
Yes.
safe, you know? Right?
Oh, I see. What,
Yeah.
you didn't have like speakerphone or something?
No, Hong Kong driver has like a row of 5 phones in front of their driving wheel.
Ah,
It's that
see.
thing. And then, when I got off to get my luggage from the trunk, he almost took off the car with it because he forgot I had luggage.
Wow, he
I'm
didn't
like,
forgot you. Wow.
dude, that's the whole drive over.
No tip.
I felt like I was a Buddhist monk. I was just bowing because every time he stop go, I was just, dude, Hong Kong drivers, dude, the worst.
How good of a driver do you think Ninja Boogie is? Because he might have to drive up into this top lane. Hey. Segway King. Never mind.
There we go.
He's a bad driver.
No, he's
He's
driving. man.
abandoning his gyrocopter.
He's driving.
Yeah, so what are you gonna do? You're gonna kill Invoker? You are gonna
Yeah,
kill
yeah.
Invoker. That's Invoker's
Successful
fault,
drive,
right?
dude. Oh, look at that badge. Rate that 5
Oh my
stars.
god, these bashes.
Rate that 5 stars. Alright.
Rate this rotation 5 stars. You thought you could go on the gyrocopter, but who cares when you can get a triple kill on the mid lane with
Dude,
all this static link
This
damage.
Razor, though.
He just discharged all over them.
Yeah.
Straight into the shrine.
Unstable current is actually like doing a surprising amount.
Yeah, actually, this is crazy. No points in plasma field.
Yep.
Level 7 Razor. Holy crap, he's level 7.
I think I like the build simply because he was up against Underlord, right? Because you just get free
Yeah.
link damage.
He was following Underlord everywhere. Like, as you see, like, Underlord's on the bot lane. Razor was there earlier, just a few minutes ago, and they're continuing.
Oh,
You
he
can't
did.
get vision, though.
He did.
Doesn't matter. Hunter vision.
Sunstriker-do!
Sunstrike.
That is good KS. Good experience.
Damn right. Invoker's got level 6. Was able to... He went down in the end, but, you know, Razor was able to get a few turnaround kills, so it's all good.
I don't know, man. So far, it's looking really good for Geek Fam. They got one of those
Because
lineups.
Ice can't do ice things.
I mean-
he's got a dark rift to the shrine because his TP is down.
You said-
This isn't what
You said you like the pick, so I figure he's gonna
I
do.
like the pick. Especially because this is one of the heroes that can recover. Slardar, it's kind of tricky. In game 1, if you don't get that Blink Dagger early on, then like, what are you really doing as Slardar?
He got
And
a
so he
helm.
got like that Helm of the Dominator. Yeah, but like, I don't think that's your first choice most of the time. For Ice maybe, but like, in general, I don't think that's a great... Not getting Blink Dagger as Slardar is always feels bad.
Well, I feel like Geek Fam's got one of those lineup that could really take advantage of having a lead, right? Shaman's gonna put pressure on buildings. Puck, pretty much gonna put pressure on enemy heroes. Sunstrike kills all over the place. Night Stalker giving you night vision. Eating up map control. I feel like Mineski can't really make too many mistakes because this is one of those lineup that can just kind of snowball one tower into the next and
Right.
make things really scary.
Yeah, and the snowbally hero on the side of Mineski, I would say, is probably Spirit Breaker, and he's not getting anything done in this early game. It's like 8.5 minutes, and I don't
Yep.
think we've seen many charges aside from the one on mid lane, which did not end very well for the Dire team.
I know how I think both of us were somewhat disliking the Invoker mid pick, but Invoker is actually one of the better heroes against Spirit Breaker. Cold Snap is such a easy way to
Yeah.
stop any
And
type of
Tornado.
aggression. Yeah, so that might have been one of the bigger reasons why they last picked the Invoker.
Yeah, especially because Puck is also a difficult target for a Spirit Breaker to go on, so there aren't many choices for lanes to go to, so it's not really Ninja Boogie's fault that he hasn't been getting much done. But it is daytime now, so we need to do stuff. And Skellenberg's gonna go face first into Nana.
Oh, it looks like they're gonna just lose 2. I don't think they're gonna save him.
my
Razor's still alive. The
gosh.
Sunstrike's gonna be there. They're gonna coil as well. That's gonna be one kill call down coming through. Nobody's gonna actually get hit by the double call down. Everyone's safe.
Razor
Except
has
Ollie.
175 damage right now.
Razor comes in. Oh,
Whack.
one more hit. That's gonna be a
Whack.
kill. Razor on a mega kill streak already. March comes in, going
no
for the
one
corner.
has died on Radiant yet.
Well, Ninja Boogie's gonna die. Let me tell you that. That's for sure. The right click's gonna be there. A double
He's
kill on the
done.
Razor. Ollie died. Ollie died in the beginning of that fight. It looks like he'll die again here.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Pit Lord.
He's
Oh,
gonna
Ollie.
get out.
Yo!
He's gonna
Is he
take
gonna get
the
out?
ball.
No! The gyrocopter, the little airplane that could. He wasn't. He just
Dude,
got
that was
killed.
like that your Hong Kong driver. He
Uh-huh.
was leaving your luggage
Oh,
behind
yeah,
right
dude.
there. He had gyrocopter in the trunk, and you're just like, I gotta get out of here. That was their fault, though. They went aggressive. They had the Dark Rift, and they just ignored Shackles. Mushi was like, I can kill this Shadow Shaman, and then we can just get out. It doesn't matter if we're right underneath the tower. But he had right-click aggression, right-click aggro on the Rasta right before he got underneath the tower. So he was taking tower damage, he was taking Razor damage, he was taking Shackle damage, and it's too much at a level 6 Dark Rift to get you out, because that is a long channel time.
Yeah, and earlier I called about Razor not really doing that well when he's playing from behind. Razor's one of the more amazing heroes when you play from ahead. And we're gonna see it
Dude,
here.
especially with freaking max static link. This is crazy.
First miss.
Unfortunately, he got broken, so he's not going to be able to...
It's gonna
do
run him
damage
down.
here, but yeah, he's going to run down.
Man, unstable current.
For the longest time, I had like such a issue with Unstable Current. Every single passive in the game was getting reworked, and Unstable Current was just like being garbage for ages. And then Unstable Current got a talent, which was like adds 100x to damage every single time it procs, and I'm like, who the hell would ever get this talent? And so it's finally been reworked, and it's actually pretty goddamn good right now. And so I'm happy that Razor isn't as boring of a hero as he used to be.
It makes him even a better counter pick against heroes like Sven. You walk next to him, and then his Warcry is gone. Yeah, it's just like, it just adds a lot of different utility. That's one thing I really liked about the changes in this patch. Like, for example, Razor just got break randomly on his Nether Toxin, and he just counters... Yeah, sorry, what did I say, Razor?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Sven gets a Dispel on Storm.
Yeah, it's just like a whole bunch of random weird thing that you need to get used to again. Ice is gonna get linked up, Coil's gonna be there. And, well...
Oh my god, and the Link stays the entire time.
Yep. And with the Link, he's actually gonna push building with this. Or at least
168 damage. I'm actually surprised he's not going for Dragonlance, he's going for Blade Mail. Who the hell is going to be attacking this Razor?
I agree.
Now,
Blade Mail for what?
I guess like AoE, but even that is now Rasta a little bit too far. Yeah. There's a lot of work that Mineski has to do to get back in this game. Because we haven't even really been paying attention to Invoker. He's got his Midas completed. He's just been rotating from camp to camp in his jungle, and he's making his way to his Aghanim Scepter very quickly.
How crazy would it be, Geek Fam taking out Mineski?
That would be pretty crazy.
Yeah, it's happening.
I like when you told me that like, oh, it's Geek Fam versus Mineski, so I was like, oh, okay, so Mineski Grand Finals, right?
Yeah. I mean, that's what I thought.
But does not seem to be happening quite yet.
I do agree with your questioning of the Razor, though, because I don't feel like when you're doing this well, I feel like you could go for something a little bit more aggressive. You're gonna find out this ancient stack that Mushi will like to get a little bit later on. And where are they going with this?
Heroes can't really do that.
Where are they going with this smoke gang?
Well, the problem is that they had placed a ward earlier where Shadow Shaman died, but it got immediately countered out by jabs. And so they don't really know where Mineski is right now. They planted another ward in the secondary jungle, but there's no one in this area because everyone's just helping Ushi farm his Ancients. So instead
like
they'll push the mid lane.
This whole Ancient business for Mineski is going to catch him back in the game because Radiant don't have an Ancient clear. They're not even stacking. So if the game goes slow for the next 20 minutes or 10 minutes or so, I think Mineski could easily catch back up in this game.
Yeah, which is another reason why I don't like the Razor Blade Mail, because the Razor Blade Mail is the idea like, okay, Gyrocopter's gonna get in a fight with me. There's nothing he can do about not hitting me with damage. And so my Blade Mail will be able to reflect... Oh, bot lane? No, Ice didn't get out just fine. So, like, Flak Cannon's gonna hit you, Call Down's gonna hit you, maybe the Rocket Barrage connects with you also. But Gyrocopter doesn't want to get into fights. He's not gonna be, getting into your Blade Mail to begin with. Anywhere that Razor is where Gyro's not gonna be. Death Prophet, on the other hand, yeah, Razor's gonna be there, alright. Sunstrike, done. Questions, comments, concerns?
I'm concerned that Geek Fam has this lead, but they're not really doing much with it.
They're killing people, but they're not killing Gyro, who is now farming a triple camp.
I guess it's more about... Invoker is, I guess, slower to come online than most, right? He is so farm right now, but he also won't do anything until the Axe, I guess.
So Invoker I'm okay with, it's just that for once March is actually not being very active. Like game 1 and 2, March has been probably the saving grace for Geek Fam in my opinion. And this game, like, I mean, he has his Blink Dagger and it's been sitting in his stash for quite a while, but okay, now he's sending it out. But more often than not, if you have someone like an Invoker, then the other 4 of your heroes are doing something. But like, Puck and Invoker are both just farming the map, which is okay because Razor, Night Stalker, and Shaman are doing a lot on the other sides of the map, but you're not really taking structures, you're not killing Gyrocopter, you're not really getting important vision down in the enemy side of the map. So that's my concern, to piggyback off of yours.
Mushi has cleared yet another ancient stack. He will have that extra attack range now as he picks up.
He's still only 4th highest net worth though.
I mean, eventually he'll catch up. I'm not too.
Well, yeah,
I'm not
that's
too
what
worried about.
Gyrocopter
Yeah.
does. But then, like, why are you letting a Gyrocopter catch up even?
Good question.
Why is Ice being able to push your tier 2? Even if he dies, he's generally okay. He can use himself.
All right.
Yeah.
I don't
We
think.
bought time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think he could have survived either. Oh, whoa! Oh, what a Yules! Top lane.
Silence though, not
Puck.
gonna catch. You should be fine.
Yeah. Can jaunt out. Moon has Exorcism
Oh.
and Siphon.
No blink. He's dead.
You're dead. Well, Gyrocopter dies in return. Shout out to Blade Mail, I guess. Oli.
Oh, Yules.
Yules
Again.
again. And he's done. So, why are Geek Fam playing as like 3 heroes? You know, like if you want to do something like that, then bring your Invoker along. Sure, he doesn't have Aghanim Scepter, but like you're so far ahead, your Invoker only needs 2 spells to be able to win a team fight.
Oh, he has Aghanims coming out right now, so I expect him to start doing more. Whether that's coming to fight, like you said, or just split push. Press some pressure.
I want him to team fight. You don't get an Aghanim Scepter to split push as an Invoker.
That's true.
They see Underlord, Invis Night Stalker. Now what are you gonna do about it? Silence. Yules. Tornado. Walk away.
And now Smoke Gang coming out from Mineski.
It's daytime. Charge in. Oh man, this is a great kill.
Well, silence though.
No.
Another silence gonna come out. Self Yules. Trying to do as much damage as he can before he dies, but not much is being done. Wait, just kidding. They are gonna get 1 kill, looking for the second jabs. Ooh, gonna get brought back. And now they actually turn it around.
And the curse.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, so one of the popular counter Dark Rift plays is like, oh, right when Dark Rift is about to go down, then like you force Steph the Pit Lord, and then he's not going to be able to bring his allies along. But Ice is 1 step ahead. I don't think he needed to use himself. He wasn't close to dying. It was the rest of his team that was close to dying. But like, that's just the application. Is that like you can use yourself, and no matter what, your Dark Rift is going to go at your location. But they pick off the Invoker. They pick off the Puck. And they only lose the Death Prophet in return. It could have gone actually a lot worse. I did not expect Geek Fam to be able to, converge that quickly. But they were fast, just not fast enough. But I really want them to fight, man. Like, your Rost awards are up. Your Invoker's got Aghanim Scepter. It'll be nighttime in 15 seconds. They just need to group up as well,
I wonder if they're afraid of anything particular from Mineski, like the teamwork or stuff like that, and perhaps that's a reason why they're not pushing, but I don't know. I feel like they're playing away this lead very fast right now.
Yes, I 100% agree. Because, like, Razor, he's still highest net worth, but what has your Blade Mail done in the last 7 minutes?
Some good stats, dude.
It's true. What's Blade Mail's active called? Quick.
Porcupine.
See, if they were original writers, then maybe. But no, it's called Damage Return.
Boo.
Alright, Smoke Up. This is what I like to see. Invoker, Puck doing Puck's own thing, that's not what I like to see.
Dire are scanning.
Alright. Scan's gonna find out that they're ancient stacking. They're gonna come on the left side. It's gonna be a shrine fight, and they're gonna go right on Mushi. Mushi's gonna get linked up. They're gonna try to burst him down. Half HP. Sunstrike's gonna come through. He drops low. He is gonna be fine.
Force.
And now on the backside, it's gonna be Ninja Boogie now getting focused by the huge damage output of the Razor.
Oh, he's rifting out. And gone.
Has been denied.
Now they want to go on Death Prophet, but Playhard does not have enough HP to pull that off. So, not terrible. They finish off the Spirit Breaker. They don't actually place any wards, which is a shame. Playhard doesn't have any observers, so they can't place any aggressive vision with that invasion. But Puck, in the meanwhile, was able to successfully push a tier 2. Is that what Puck should be doing? In my opinion, no. But, you know, objectives were claimed. However, thing is that Mineski's eyeballing this Roche now. And they have Exorcism.
Do they have a medallion? No.
Yes, they have a Solar Crest on Wyvern.
Oh.
Yules
Finished Solar Crest,
onto the Night Stalker.
Yep, Firestorm on top here, charge gonna be there, and that should ensure the kill. I get it. Now with the Puck, or with the Night Stalker, that definitely could go into the pit.
See, now this is what you do. You get a kill, you take objectives as a 5-man unit. Now, does Invoker suspect a thing? Yes, he does. The Sun Strikes.
Okay.
Oh, we're fighting.
Here they come. Puck. As a Blink Coil, not going to use it just yet. Charge. Slopping the Razor. And here comes the Razor. Yule Scepter on him. Razor. Not going to get the Aegis. In fact, it's going to be going towards Moon. Moon taking a bunch of damage. She will respawn. And now on the inside the pit.
Died, though.
They will farm the
Mineski's
wards.
happy with that.
Yeah. Okay, not bad.
Serpent Wars is now on cooldown. You were able to kill off March, who was trying to go for a cheeky steal, which I said I liked it in the previous game. This game, it was a little unnecessary.
Yeah,
You're
good to
not
just fought
in
with this
such
team.
Exactly. And, you know, I mean, he used his Dream Coil was great. It interrupted Ice's Pit of Malice cast, which, you know, allowed Razor to get a little bit closer to the fight than he should have been able to. But yeah, the steal was optimistic at best. And now BKB is completed for Death Prophet. The Gyrocopter, as we said, has completed his Pike earlier, and he's working towards something. I don't know what yet. Maybe a Butterfly. Maybe a Manta Style. I think either of those would be okay. Oh, BKB. I guess he's maybe worried about Hex and Invoker stuff.
BKB sounds like a safe choice. He queues it up.
Yeah, but Death Prophet has her BKB, so I thought that Gyrocopter could go more damage-oriented. But, you know, it's never a bad option.
Well, this game has definitely slowed down to a snail's pace, and that, to me, favors Mineski.
Yeah, I mean, you and I are not surprised by the fact that the game has suddenly gone back into Mineski's favor, despite being confidently in Geek Fam's corner for like the first 20 minutes of the game.
What happened, man, Geek Fam?
What happened was everything not happening. Geek Fam sat on their butt for too long. And that's what happens. You give these teams an inch and they'll take a mile.
Radiant are scanning.
See, now your roster wars are off cooldown, but Exorcism's off cooldown, Winter's Curse is off cooldown.
Just go. Yeah.
All the Mineski supports have levels. Who? Geek Fam? I don't think you can anymore. I don't think you can.
Maybe pick off
Look at
and
this
then go.
Rust. This Rust is so broke. This Rust is a broke boy.
Send him home.
Everybody's out. Everybody's out.
Oh man, that just.
What are you pinging? There's nothing there. What did you dream coil? They're all gone. No tornado's gonna find them. Now they can push a tier 1. Let's go.
Baby steps.
Baby steps. They are all grouped as 5. So they'll push this. Then they'll hopefully push tier 2 with roster wars. Oh man, but Mineski are defending. They're not giving up anything. They could push mid if they wanted to, but why bother when you can kill them? Wow, they used wards on tier 1. Holy crap.
Man, they definitely wanted it. And here we go. Wyvern gonna start spraying on the backline. Charge coming on against the Razor. Tornado's only gonna find one. They're gonna go all on Razor. Razor, despite the blade out, tanking way too much. It's gonna go down to get the Invoker as well. And they will get Ollie. So far, 3 for 0 exchange. They clear up the wards.
Curse to cancel the TP. That's how you know things are going well.
Alright, make that 4 for 1. 4 for 0, excuse me. And Mineski, right back in this game. We might not even see that Geek Fam Fnatic finals. Not going at this rate.
It may sound like I'm being... Oh man, and they find this puck with an Invis rune. True Sight provided by Pit of Malice. Yule's... Oh, perfect timing for the jump. That was just barely enough time, but the homing missile's falling.
Nope.
Phase shift to dodge, and they're
He's
gonna get
fine.
it up.
Yeah.
He's fine.
Mineski now gonna get that tier 2. Not gonna go
man.
high ground when he knew.
Death Prophet. Moon is not going to give this up.
Radiant's middle tower
I
is
mean-
under attack.
He wants to cancel this TP. So let's see when March feels confident going for a TP. Oh, let's just go. And March turned around. Oh man.
Oh, now baited.
Oh man. Oh my god. Wow, what the? I saw the Pit of Mouse animation. I saw the thing. Oh my god, March, what a player.
Calculated.
Definitely calculated. Yeah, so it may have sounded... I don't mean to make it sound like I'm hating on Geek Fam. It's just that, you know, you see these teams that don't... I don't know. I don't really know what I can, like, blame them for, but, like, you see that we're not capitalizing on their lead, and this is what happens. Mineski are constantly 5-manning now, and you don't have the answer for it, because you've lost your advantage. Even Razor's Blade Mill is bordering on irrelevant, because there are so many different damage sources pouring into him that they can all gladly take some of the return.
Bottom side Mineski looking to push down the tower. I do wonder if Mineski has any intention to go high ground, even though they can scale late, but...
I don't think they'll do it without an Aegis. Because Geek Fam can definitely get back into this game, and one failed pushing against an Invoker, like, Invoker's a hero, they can definitely mess up your pushes. Well, okay. I guess they can go for it. Maybe they think that Geek Fam's tilted.
Exorcism is gonna come committed here. Flat cannon, pushing people back.
Oh, they're warding up top.
Oh.
Puck is going to pay dearly. But this time he couldn't get out. Oh, he Yule's too late! He couldn't get into the illusory orb in time. He's still toying with them, and oh my god. Oh.
Yeah,
Oh my god!
still alive.
Do they have vision? Where's the charge, Ninja Boogie?
Oh, there you go.
Finally. Meanwhile, bot lane, Moon. Oh man, he's gonna get a lot of HP back. No, he's not. Apparently his exorcism did nothing. They almost took down this tier 3 top.
Yeah, worth.
How is March so good?
Just hit the building, dude.
Alright, let's see if Oli can hex this fool. Okay, that works also. Still think this is Mineski's game. Although that tier 3 push was pretty dank. It's at 33 HP now.
Yep, slowly but surely this game is downward spiraling. And Mineski's just gonna play the chill farm game.
So, let's do a quick item survey.
Yeah, let's do that.
Wyvern's got a Solar Crest and a Force Staff. Underlord's got Greaves and Pipe and that Yule's that he had earlier. And Jar Cupper finished off his BKB and doesn't have anything queued up yet, but he's sitting on 4k gold. Spearbreaker went for a Shadow Blade, which I think is great, especially this game, as now he will proceed to charge. Invis Moon already scouting out Oli. And they're gonna go for it. I thought maybe you could have looked for something else, but Invoker already backed out, so...
I also feel like this Invoker has had very little impact in this game.
Yes.
He's
But I don't think that's really his fault. Like, it's a team decision to be like, you can do whatever you want, Invoker. But like, you just gotta slap him around and be like, dude, we have to do stuff. We have to push this tier 1 as Ninja Boogie's Invis. And he's gonna go straight bash. Nice chain bashes.
And now it's gonna be well, play harder, gonna get caught on the backside here. The link's gonna get broken. Now the Rocket chasing into the Razor. Doing a lot of damage with his ult. And Curse is going to allow the rest of the team to set up a bunch as well on top of that Razor. Razor dropping low and will survive.
And Invoker was able to put an ice wall down, which was doing, you know, some stuff, and then a tornado, and he had to back out because no one was able to frontline for him. He had all of his HP, but it doesn't really matter if you can just toss out spells if you're not getting kills. You can, then Razor's dead no matter what, so... Oh man, his charge... Lincoln's gets broken by a charge, and he's still sticking around, but, you know... It's slipping out of their hands, as now Roche number 2 is up, and I don't think there's anything Geek Fam can do to contest this with their Razor being dead for 35 seconds. And I don't think he's going to buy back for this. They do have vision of it. There's a Radiant Ward scouting the pit, but I don't think he should buy back.
Well, Radiant will find out that Roche is being done right now, but... There you go.
Aegis to the Gyro, Cheese to the Death Prophet. Only one outer tower remains, and that's immediately where Mineski go to, because that's what you do. You take objectives.
And why is Invoker's net worth so low? He's been farming all game.
Yeah... I don't know. I guess maybe you have to get kills. Darkness comes out. No BKB activation.
Uh-oh. Oh, nope, there is a BKB.
Well...
Link up just to run.
Leave.
Uber bus back home.
This BKB is being traded, so Mushi blew his. The Razor, oh man, Winter's Curse straight onto the Night Stalker alone, setting up because now they're TPing back to the mid lane. Mineski's ready to fight some more. Play hard. Should have spent more time working hard.
Damn.
Sorry. Unnecessary.
This feels like a painful death here for Geek Fam.
Had a very good game 1.
And a solid game 3 start.
Yep.
It didn't need to be like this. It didn't have to be like this.
I'm gonna cry me a river.
I mean, I would. You're so close to major grand finals. I mean, I maybe like Mineski, you know, they had plenty of options to get back into this game, but it's exasperated by the fact that you're...
Okay. Serpent Ward's gonna get dropped. Probably should take down Serpent Wards. No, they're gonna just rotate and go bottom now. Okay.
Let Wyvern take care of it. BKB is ready for that buff if she wants to use it. But she can just keep on cycloning.
Yes, she can.
Oh, what a silence. Puck blinks in, but it's not able to get any spells off. Has to immediately defensive Yules. Moon still has BKB. He's going to use it to break out of the Dream Coil. Skalembrew. He's trying to do stuff.
Japs is on the run. On the back line here, Ninja Boogie trying to get off his ult, but now Curse. Not going to do too much.
Silence.
That should be the first kill here for the Qual.
And the second, and the third.
Yep. Well, that's all she wrote.
Skemberlu. Skemberlu.
Just call him Swindle Melons. Close enough.
Whatever happened to him?
He became Kyle.
Yeah, this Kyle dude's way better.
Yeah, Kyle actually doing a lot of stuff. And Kyle's actually playing a mean support right now.
Yeah, he is. I think complexity is actually most of North America's points right now. As now 2 links, a Spirit Siphon against a Static Link, and Razor is running like a scared puppy right now, which is a marked difference from what he was doing in the first 10-15 minutes of the game. He runs in, but Moon has BKB and Cheese.
That Blade Mail though.
I mean, if Death Prophet ever feels like attacking, I mean, I'm pretty, like, yeah, the Blade Mail is irrelevant at this point.
Radiant's top shrine is under attack.
Alright, here comes that last ditch smoke that got scattered out by Mineski. Mineski, are they going to maintain high ground?
Scanned out also.
Yep, they know exactly what's happening.
Oh, they're not gonna toy with it. Good. Good. You don't need to. It's unnecessary.
Charge back out.
You could twist the knife by taking a fight like that, or you could completely throw the game. So just play it cool. Defend your tier 3, make sure that they can't get access to your shrines. And do Mineski have a smoke of their own? No, it does not look like it. Oh wait, yes, Wyvern has one.
What is the smoke active called? Let's see.
Conceal.
Disguise.
Oh, what?
Yeah, they keep changing it.
What the heck? I could have sworn it was conceal. Crazy.
Just to remind the viewers that are joining us, we are in Game 3 of the SEA qualifier for Galaxy Battle, and the winner gets to take a shot at Fnatic, at the Grand Finals. Another best of 3 coming your way. That will be right after this series.
Radiant's top
Oh man, another smoke. Skemberloo gets popped. Aegis is down now, though.
Blink, Orb on the back line. Puck will get out, but now Night Stalker's on him. On the front line of the fight, it's going to be Mushi. Nice dual combination here against Moon. Moon's on the run. So far, all the BKB popped. Nobody dies. Now Moon blinks forward, looking for the Spirit Knife, and we'll find Invoker. Invoker on the run. Could easily use a couple of spells to save himself, but he's silenced for now. Meanwhile, back on the left side of the front. Okay, Coil as well as wards now being dropped down, but
There is no damage on Radiant, unfortunately. Razor had some damage, but couldn't deal it. As now Wyvern is trying to solo against Night Stalker. The fight is back, because Underlord did not hit very far. You thought he went back to the fountain? Nah. Nah. He was just relocating ever so briefly out. He needed to stop for gas, and grab an energy drink, and then come back to kick your ass.
well, it looks like there is no defense. 28k need now for Mineski. Make that a little bit more. This is definitely a good morale victory, or morale victory rather.
Yeah, for sure.
Mineski.
Mineski is just having fun right now. Nice curse. They had vision of the puck. As soon as the puck blinks in, immediately instant cast cursed by jabs.
Oh, no GG's called just yet. In fact,
Let's go. 2 buybacks. Static link has been broken though.
double BKB, triple BKB activated. On the right side, it's going to be play hard. Going to get brought down.
Invoker gets hit by everything. No true sight though. GG.
GG. Mineski will go to the Grand Finals and play against Fnatic. That should be a very exciting best of 3. Who will reign supreme in SCA? Well, we will have to wait and see and find out. That game will start in about right now, actually. We're going to take a short break, change up the lobby, change some of the overlay graphics, and we'll be back.
You don't want to give some props to Geek Fam? We
Give
almost
what props?
thought they were going to take
They
the
had a
series.
lead, they bought a Razor Blade Mail, they never pushed, they have Rasa, they have Invoker. No props.
Everybody makes mistakes.
Man, I totally called it. It's like Iron Man 3, man. Found
You
out
said
Mandarin.
that Mineski was the Mandarin. Mineski won, though.
Oh shit, I forgot what I said. Alright, we're gonna take a break, guys. We'll be back. Man, March is there 7 on the phone?